Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another Last Epoch dev stream. As usual, I'm your host, Mike, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. We've got Justin. Hello, how's it going?
Hello, travelers. Nice to see ya. Good to see you, Mike.
Hello. All right, yeah, so we have patch notes are live. So it's a special stream, got a guest on, another perspective on our development process and all that sort of good stuff. Just a few housekeeping things out of the way before we get going. Welcome to the stream. It's your first time here. Glad to have you with us. Please put at Last Epoch Game in the question if you have a question for us. And we will get to those as soon as we can in order. We do stream for charity. Charity's above my head. And that's about it. Justin, who are you? What do you do for Last Epoch? What's a day look like for you?
Hey, yeah, I'm Justin. I'm not EHG Justin. I'm a different Justin. I'm a senior UI developer at 11th Hour Games. Started just before Season 1. You might recognize me from Discord as Agent 000. Maybe you see me in game and global chat. And yeah, I work on UI features. I worked on things from loot filter, stash priority, stash searching macros, the inventory tabs, placing woven echoes, some of the woven echo crafts that you'll do, like re-rolling LP, some of the runes like Rune of Refinement, Rune of Havoc, set reforging, some changes to the Eternity Cache, chat commands, Rift Beast panel, all sorts of fun things, and various little quality of life changes. And excited to talk about Season 4 with all of you.
All right. Adjusting volumes here a little bit. Do that. Just turn the game volume down a little bit. All right, give it another shot. I think you came through enough, but just a little quiet. Let's see if we can do it again. Not the whole thing. Just say hello.
Oh, hello.
Ah, that's a little better. How's that?
Oh, yeah, I got 3 monitors early, and so I got game here, I got stream over here, I got the chat questions over here, so, you know, I got a whole setup.
Yeah, sorry, I'm fixing the echo. I can put my headset on if the echo's a problem, but how about now?
Testing, testing, hello. Is the echo gone? Am I still a Void Knight?
Should be no echo now.
Good, because I'm playing a mage today.
I turned my system volume up a whole bunch, but my speaker volume down a whole bunch. So that should be good.
Gotta join me in the headset life.
I mean, it's right here, but if I find if I wear my headset, stuff happens to my ears that I do not like. So I avoid it where I can. But if it was a problem, I would have just put it on. All right, so part of the reason I also have Justin here is because we set a little challenge for ourselves at the start of the year, maybe a little bit before the year, which was to attempt to complete Uber Abberoth before the end of the season, of which I have completely and utterly failed. Haven't even come close. So we're hopefully we can 2-man tag team it. It's not gonna be a straight walk in the park, but I think we'll be better as a pair, and we may have a chance of actually downing it.
By our powers combined, hopefully we can take out Uber Abberoth.
And if not, I'm just gonna have to like stream continuously until the patch drops, right?
Yeah, stream doesn't end until Uber Abberoth dies. Oh no, I don't know if I want to commit to that. I've killed him, I think, 3 times on this build, so this is the first season I've killed him. He's still challenged. This is not going to be a cakewalk, but yeah. I believe we got this.
All right, well, let's start with something a little easier. Let's not dive right in.
Yeah.
I don't know, we didn't really even talk about what we were going to do here. I've got a decent echo setup. Yes, so we will also just dive right into questions. If you want a specific one of us to answer a question, you can request, like if you want Justin's opinion on it. Like I saw just a question for you, Justin, which is great. And we'll just sort of answer the ones that come naturally otherwise. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will roll through those like usual. Let's just do an echo. So first question, should players expect, in quotes, to find 3/4 LP items and also find 3/4 T7 exalteds to slam on them? Or is this not really supposed to be possible / expected? So I think that if you are, I'd say generally the answer is no. I think if you are playing enough that you're asking this question, the chances are you've probably found some 3 and 4 LP items, or are like close to it, but they're not the right ones for your build. You're finding them on like Firestarter Torch and things that like are just, I don't care about this item. And that's intentional. I think for high level, really powerful items that are going in a lot of builds, chances of you having a 3/4 LP version of any of those items is very, very low. And also finding like double exalts with the right affixes on them rolled well, is like even just 2 exalt, like 2 T7s is an incredibly rare find. So like I think even if you are finding 3 and 4 LP items that you're crafting onto, chances are you're putting like T5 affixes are ending up on those really frequently, I think. Yeah, and that's expected. Yeah. Okay, does the queen bee do anything special, or just the big bee? So we've got a few little teasers for the stream, even though like patch notes are out, and we do have. I'm gonna just start one off right away. We're gonna go right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Make sure it's center on screen. Where's center on screen? There's center on screen. Let's see if this just works. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the big bee. This is the queen bee. This is what it looks like. This is it doing stuff and smacking people in the face. So just a quick little clip of it. It's absolutely the bumble bear.
Beautiful. I'm so excited to play this set. It looks so much fun.
Yeah. So yes, it is very large. Okay, let's hit an echo up. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's gonna be like a new level of coordination here. Maybe you should lead and I'll follow or something.
Yeah, sure. I'm just following the minimap.
Okay,
there's an arrow pointing me in a direction.
I'll follow the minimap too. Sounds good.
I gotta follow that arrow.
Are you playing COF or MG? I never even asked.
I'm MG. I started as COF. I really like COF, but I figured I should probably play both factions, try them out, see what they're both like. So I swapped MG this season. It was pretty fun.
I went in.
It's really nice to get started, but getting past the 1T7 LP1 phase is a little tricky.
Yep. And it's interesting. Did you notice a significant difference in like meta versus non-meta build progression curve at all? That's yours. I was like, a beast, get it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It scares me every time I'm fighting Abby because I think it's doing the cold circles everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I'd say like COF. Like I tend to like play the same character a lot longer when I'm playing COF. And on Merchant's Guild, like I play more characters and I swap off them a little quicker because like I can get to that point where the build feels really good quite quickly. And I'm like I'm not super into like pushing crazy high corruption. Like this one, I push up to 1K. Usually I stop around like 500 corruption.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little more chill. And I feel like I could get there pretty easily with Merchant's Guild, play the build a little bit, and then go try something else. Because like my favorite part of LE is just all the different skills, and just like I'll find some item and it looks really cool, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta play that.
Yeah, find that build around and start a new character.
Merchant's Guild really scratches that itch, because when I play COF, like I'll fine tune my filter, and I'm only seeing items for the character that I'm playing. So then I'll get the one item, I'm like, okay, I want to play this build, but I don't have like all the other supporting items I need. Whereas on Merchant's Guild, when I get that one item that's like, okay, I want to go play this right now, I can then go and quickly get all the other things.
You can flesh out those extras, the supporting pieces, really quickly.
Yeah, like the from the moment that I get a exciting drop that makes me want to play a different build to actually like making that character, I feel is a lot quicker. And so I just love playing different alts. So that's been a lot of fun.
Nice. What was
I do really love the giant prophecy explosions though. When your screen just fills with like 50 items at once. Oh, there's nothing better.
We are working on improving the timing of that and the feel and flow of the whole prophecy system's getting some love coming up here. We're actually done this echo. I was just killing. Once I start killing, here I go killing again.
Soon enough, we will be greatly rewarded for doing that.
Yeah. So the question here: what was the decision behind nerfing imprints at whopping 50%? I can see 30% being reasonable. Were you actually part of this? I can't remember if I wasn't, but
no. I mean,
I would stand behind it though.
I guess probably because they printed items.
Yeah. It's basically just, you know, the relative power of finding items compared to other sources. It was just so strong, and then we're also adding in a bunch more power with corrupted affixes in general. So it's like it's partially a way to just bring it in line with some other ways of finding items, and partially a way to just like curb the power creep a tiny bit at the same time.
Mm.
Right. Hi there. As someone on the autism spectrum, the lack of an instant NPC dialogue text option significantly impacts my accessibility and immersion. Currently, dialogue appear with a typewriter effect, which creates barriers for players who process information differently. An option to display all dialogue text instantly would greatly improve accessibility without affecting other players' experience. Could this feature be considered? I mean, things like this are always considered and are interesting. If you'd like to see it, I always say drop it in the suggestions channels on our Discord or our forums, and yeah, that's the sort of thing that can definitely be considered. It's far from the first time I've seen this asked. This is the first time I've seen it asked for this reason, I think. But yes, I have seen this request a fair bit.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to add. Definitely put in the suggestions channel, please.
Yeah. All right. How far along are procedurally generated echoes? The fixed layouts aren't cutting it anymore. Do you know this one at all?
Well, I mean, we've been using the procedural generation tech more and more, but I'd be surprised if we just ditched all of these amazing levels that have already been created. I mean, I could definitely see us leaning into it more as we make more new layouts and stuff. I love the procedural generation tech. I think it's so much fun. Like these caves look amazing. They're so varied. I would love that.
As far as I know, there's not any big push for it to like replace the layouts, but there are more like side zones that are using it for new mechanics and things like that coming up.
Yeah.
Is that no. All right. Okay, we're falling behind on questions a bit. That's okay. how far along is it? Did
That's
you
the meta.
did you have a guess today only because you need help with beating Uber Abberoth? Yes. No. We actually had planned for a guest for a little while, but I did request. There was when asked about a guest, I was like, maybe someone who can carry me a little bit, I think was my answer.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Have enough of this? Ooh, I have enough. Buy one. Not do that. 1 LP, 52% though. Woof.
Yeah, that's the other thing about playing Merchants Guild versus COF is my filter is incredibly strict and showing items that I'm not even equipping a lot of the times. Like idols are good money. You get a good health mana idol or reflect or something. Those sell well.
That's good to know. I've like hardly touched MG at all in the last like 3 seasons. I did right at the very start, and that was about it for me. I don't know. I like it's so funny because when playing other games that do have like that aren't like an optional one or the other, where it's just like it is happening or it's not sort of thing. I do go pretty hard into trade. Like how many sites can I leverage to do this most efficiently and connect to the most people if it's not all built in, you know, everything possible. But if given the option, I will just avoid it for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, I guess kind of on the topic of that, of like getting idols and stuff, I have a question for you. Has the design team ever thought about like making imprints for idols? That's something that I personally would love.
Yes, there was a reason why. This was like, I remember having this conversation. I don't remember the outcome of it, or like the reason why sort of thing.
Is it
but
maybe
yes,
just
idols.
like they only have 2 affixes, so it would just be too similar or something?
I think that's probably basically what it was, because there was a discussion about like recombination style tech for idols, and like imprinting style tech for idols and things like that. And I think it boiled down to basically just being too easy, like either being so rare that you saw it so infrequently that it felt like it just didn't do anything, or so common that because there's so few affixes, you could leverage it so heavily to get exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, here's a weird question for you. Question for Justin. I'm back again with the same question. MoxJet200 hopped on my LE server 2 years ago, teasing us with one question. I'm down for a dragon class. You guys want to actually play a dragon? Then followed up with, it'd have to be a dragon mancer, so you get NG gear or EGI gear. I don't know, could get maybe gear normally without being weird or equip. But can transform. Has he brought it up yet? And yes, I still have the photos as proof. Well,
I don't know, but that sounds a lot of fun.
yeah, this is like Judd has a habit of going into places and just like dropping like tester questions like this a lot. I mean, we've talked about so many things, and so like it has come up since then. Yes,
Judd has no shortage of ideas. He is always proposing wild, really cool ideas, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome, let's do it. But we always gotta pick what we're gonna focus on. And,
yeah, that's the hard part. It's not finding good ideas, it's finding the few that you're gonna do.
Yeah, everyone's constantly proposing really cool ideas. That's one of the things I really like about EHG is like how open everybody is to just pitching ideas, playing off each other's ideas. A lot of the cool features just that have come to the game, especially like quality of life, things like that, have just been somebody just posted on a channel was like, hey, this seems nice, could we do this? And then sometimes it happens.
Yeah. And like just sometimes it's the right person in Slack just sees it and is like, I know how to do that.
Yeah, and like sometimes you just make like a little proof of concept and use that to pitch it. Like An example of that would be stash search macros.
Oh, yeah.
I've done a lot of regex stuff in the past, and I was like, I think I could do this, and so I just kind of like put a little demo together. I'm like, hey, what about this? Can we do this? And then it happened.
Yeah. Like playtime. Yeah, like playtime.
Yep. Playtime's a perfect example of that. Shout out to Muffin for playtime. So
that's you
excited to
mentioned that in
finally
chat
have
there.
that.
All right, where are you? There he is. Oh, it's you. Oh, yeah. I know the difference between you and an exiled mage. Oh, it's a giveaway happening.
This echo is so scary. I'm statted for Uber Abbey, so like my elemental resist
you have no fire.
is awful.
You have no fire res. Sorry. I forgot you told me that too.
That's fine. Well, that's the glass cannon lifestyle, you know. I signed up for this.
Oh gosh, don't. I'm opening menus in the middle of combat. It's okay. Just like protect me while I do this. Don't let me die.
Alrighty.
Oh no, I don't want that. I want this. One day I will get a 2 LP helmet for this character, but not before the season ends, probably. Oh yeah, this stream we are doing a whole bunch of giveaways. I probably should have mentioned that at the top of the stream for various supporter packs. we're doing the Woven Echo supporter packs. So like the ones that are currently live. So if you don't have one of those yet and you're interested in getting one, now's a great time. Just snag it for free. Because yes, they are. I should mention this as well, and something that's we did mention a few times, but they do cycle out. They're not necessarily gone forever. Like it's not a like never to return sort of situation. But like they're at least for now going away, and mostly just so that we don't have like 40 different packs on the store at the same time.
It's so cool seeing how the MTX has evolved from season to season. The leaps from the release MTX to what's in season 4 is so cool.
There are a couple pets in my inventory right now, in my appearance inventory, that I've been instructed not to summon on stream. Yeah. Wait, packs will return. I'm not saying that they necessarily will, but it's not like we have brought some back in the past, and we've brought certain elements back of things like there's been situations where you've been able to like win certain old things, or there's been situations where you've been able to like the Twitch drops that were like here's the time to get the Twitch drop, and we brought like redone the Twitch drops and things like that. So it's just like it's not necessarily a forever gone thing, because I know that's a big deal in a lot of situations. We have to balance the need to have a reasonable number of packs available in the store simultaneously, and not just get it now or never get it sort of scenarios. I feel like you're doing like 99% of this. My bear's just like, I'm coming, because I don't have the like jump to teleport the bear node on right now on my boots.
Yeah, but when your bear attacks, oh boy, does it attack. It's like two-shotting them. These lizards are so tanky too, like compared to the other Woven Echoes. Whenever I'm doing this one for the Weaver points, I am scared.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because normally I'm really excited and chasing down lizards whenever I see them, and then these lizards, I'm running away.
Where's the last cache?
Looks like to the right.
Yep. Okay, more questions, because there are 25 in the queue right now. My goodness, this is a problem I have, and when there's someone else here, I often get caught chatting.
I zone back in right into a fire puddle.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we cleared it. Any upcoming NTX for Manifest Armor? Not this season, I don't think. I would really love to do it though. And I've seen proposals for some that were cool. Can you start with some season 5 teasers, please? Thank you. No, way too early. Are there any plans to potentially hardcap corruption scaling to give more firm set of progression tiers to balance around? No, but the goal that you're going for, I think, is really appropriate, and we have been talking about things that bring that feeling a little bit more prominent. Because, agree it's a problem, and we're working on it, but not planning on setting a hard cap. Are you happy with the current Blessings UI? Are there big tweaks planned? Blessings UI and boss area and the end of time NPC section. It is, I would say, B plus tier of UI. That's fine for now, but is probably partway up the list of reworks, and there's more important stuff to do in the meantime.
Yeah, I definitely like to add a little more contrast to the ones that are selected. Sometimes I struggle to see that, but I mean, I think like aesthetically it looks really nice, but yeah, I'm always down to tweak new UIs, but there's so many options to pick from, and you know, it's serving its purpose. So
what would you put higher on that list right now?
Then like what part of the UI would I want to rework more than the blessings?
Yeah.
Well, we'll pick the fan favorite and go with the character sheet. That what actually, like, when in my interview they like showed the design for a new character sheet and like asked me questions about it and stuff, and I really want to implement that. I think it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, because that was a while ago.
Yeah, but that would be kind of a large amount of work.
Yeah.
But we do have one new option coming to the character sheet in season 4, where you can toggle in the gameplay settings to make it so that the detailed stats, if it's 0, it'll just hide it. So you're not going to be seeing fire and lightning and void increases when you're just playing cold or fizz or something. Yeah,
it just only shows the stats. I totally forgot about that. That's a good call out.
And that was another one of those things where, like, I think it was actually a CT that suggested it. Someone was just like, "Hey, can we do something about all these zeros?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's knock that out real quick."
Yeah.
We don't have time to redo the entire UI, but we could totally add that option.
It's a quick there's like the low lift, like quick wins sort of things are really nice to just, like, I don't know, get taken care of. I desperately want to change the sorting algorithm. Oh my god. This.
Oh, for the stash?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, funny enough, that was another thing where when I applied, I made like a proof of concept as like my attempt to convince Ishii to hire me, and I was like, all right, so here's how I'd change the sorting algorithm, and I, like, made a whole like demo and stuff. Turns out sorting algorithms are really complicated, but yeah, I think definitely like what you were doing right there, handling when the last 2 columns are being filled, I think that would be a really nice improvement. Like, once you get to the last 2 columns, start doing like filling them row by row instead of column by column. I think that would help so much.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, also plug for stash priority. If you set your stash priority up so each item type gets its own tab, then, well, you never have that problem.
Yep, it's true. All right. When is Shaman going to get some love? No unique since 085-ish. I mean, I would argue that like Thicket was given the percentage of players using Thicket being Shaman, and considering the percentage of Shaman players using Thicket, I would say that's a fairly Shaman heavy unique that was extremely popular. But yes, the Shaman is due. The exact timing on big updates to Shaman is still being hidden. But yes, it's due. All right. I enjoy LE, but the end game turns me off. Oh no! What changes are coming that might keep us? I think there's in the trailer. Go watch the trailer if you haven't seen that yet. There's quite a few things, especially in the UI presentation. Also, new activities coming with the Omen windows, new woven echoes, echo chains, just like the way that you interact with the end game in general as you're like onboarding into it and progressing later as well. All these things are, I think, receiving much needed and really positive changes that are going to help, I think, with the general flow and feel of it.
I'm really excited for Knowledge of Orbis, so I can just zoomies straight to empowered.
Yep. And people who are maybe taking a weird, crazy approach from a build that makes no sense can, take their time meandering through the campaign still. Like me. Okay, so do you want? Let's go do a regular Abberoth to warm up.
Let's build our confidence first.
Yeah.
We will evaporate normal Abberoth.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll get my 2LP helmet. Huh?
Maybe. Probably gonna answer questions while fighting him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Have you guys fixed the multiplayer monolith interruption when selecting a new monolith? Currently, when you select a new monolith in multiplayer, it takes over the screen of all other players in the party. I mean, ideally it wouldn't do that, but like that's kind of just how the levels load. So like when you're in that little, what's it called? The
Echo of a World.
Echo of a World. That's like technically the same loaded level as the Echo. That's why there's no loading screen to port to there. But when you pick a new level or a new Echo, like it has to load the new one. So since you're both in the same zone, it kind of has to do that. Otherwise, the other person would be like abandoned in like a weird phantom copy of that zone that you're not in.
And also partially just that there's a chance that the players could like try to start something or try to move somewhere, and like it's kind of grabbed you as a player, and it's kind of been like you're not going anywhere. You have to stay here because this process has started for you. And if you're trying to like move items in your inventory while that process is happening, or it can cause all sorts of problems. If you're trying to reallocate skill points, well, it's like all sorts of problems. It's sort of like you can't do anything when this is happening. The most you'd be allowed to do is like physically walk around, and that's it. And so it's kind of like,
yeah,
if you're not allowed to do anything, maybe you shouldn't be allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't get a helmet all. No helmet. Okay. All right. Good evening, Mike, and today's guest, Justin. On the topic of UI and the turtle, would it be possible to have the turtle hits items that gain LP amount be a different color from the downgrades?
Well, actually, like in the initial iteration of it, we did highlight it. But one of the goals with it was we wanted to have that kind of like moment of surprise after you do the craft where you check and see what they are. Though this kind of meta has developed where the container won't let you put the item back in it, so people just go and double click them all to kind of get the same effect. So I don't know, maybe we put that back in. That does kind of like segue pretty well into one of the kind of like visual teasers we have, if you wanted to show that.
The
turtle
it,
rerolling.
yes.
So one of the changes that we're doing in season 4 is setting up this new, we kind of like reworked how we open and close panels in a way that gives us a lot more like generic control over how things interact, and we can kind of act on things like this panel lives on the left, this is in the center, this is full screen. And so now the quick move used to be kind of just like per every specific combo, which worked great when there was like just the stash, the forge, and the inventory. But now there's a lot of places you can put items. So now it's automatically handling it based on where it goes. So you can see here, like as we're quick moving back and forth, it not only tries to go into the center panel, but it's going to try to go to the next panel if it can't go in there. So like if you have the crafting UI in the center and your stash, you can move from your stash into the craft. You can move from your UI, your inventory into the craft, or vice versa. But if the craft UI gets full, it'll then skip that and go to the next one. And this is now happening like generically for all UIs in the game. So Forge, all the different Woven Echo crafts, the Eternity Cache, and like for ones that have multiple crafting slots, like the unique reroll where you have to put a sacrifice and you got to put the one you reroll. Similarly, like it'll prioritize the empty one first on the left, and then once that's full, the next one you put in will automatically go to the next empty slot, and then if you kept going, then it would go into your stash.
Yeah, big sweet change, which I personally experienced last stream, fumbling about with this quite painfully.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also now that we have this kind of new like kind of structure and way that we can sort of think about panels rather than the specific, this is inventory, this is stash, but rather this is on the left, this is on the right, we can do a lot more things like maybe we could make the chat bump in so that if you have a left panel open, it's not overlapped, or maybe we could do that with a mini map, or maybe we could shift the panels around, we could change the layering. We have a lot more control over it. So if you have suggestions for UI features related to there's a panel on the left, center, right, please put them in the suggestions channel. I'd love to hear your ideas. This is just a new thing that we've added, and we're going to keep building features using it. So I'm really excited about this. This is something I've wanted for a long time.
Yeah. Great explanation. Thank you. All right. How do you feel about how do you all feel about the power creep that has been happening in the game? Are we getting a nerf patch or just a big mob buff patch? If so, will this be addressed in the X pack? Yeah, I think there's I think it's more likely that we'll see more difficult content get added than a gigantic nerf happening. I'd love to see a number crunch. But it's not exciting. It's not fun. It's not engaging. It's not something that draws the attention positively, I don't think. So it doesn't get the. I would be surprised if we did something like that. UI question. Yeah, go ahead.
UI question. Is it possible to make the item compare window clearer? Sometimes it's a bit confusing to know which item is equipped versus the one in the stash or inventory. Yeah, this is something that we're looking at improving. Just item tooltips in general, especially how you compare them. We've got some things in the works on this, not for season 4, but maybe in the future there will be some improvements to how you compare items. I'm very excited for them. But
yeah, there's a big item. Yeah, big item tooltip changes coming. As you'll notice some big changes to the skill tooltips coming in season 4. Similarly scaled changes are coming for the item tooltips in future seasons as well.
Mm-hmm. And a subtle change that's coming that's kind of tangential to the work going on with tooltips is we have some new logic for how we can position things relative to each other. So like a lot of times, like whenever you have like an info tooltip, like you're hovering the world map and you're looking at like the leveling shortcut, or you're in your character sheet, it's giving the description of that. And like sometimes it would cover the thing that you're hovering.
Yep.
We've got some new stuff that will automatically position it a little bit better. So we use some of that tech from the work we've been doing on tooltips to improve mainly the info tooltips, like the small little ones in like the world map and stuff. And that'll be in season 4. But yeah, we're gonna keep using them. And also some of that is for like the like overall UI panel stuff. We use this a bit in like currently in like how if you open a Woven Echo crafting panel and it would overlap your inventory, you might notice it bumps it over a bit so it doesn't overlap. That's the same kind of positioning logic that we're using. So we're starting to use that in more places and make things kind of like automatically avoid overlaps, so that no matter if you're playing on a narrow screen, a wide screen, UI scaled up, UI scaled down, things should overlap significantly less and stay on screen more consistently.
Yeah, that not working properly, you can directly blame me for. I'm pretty sure I was the one that implemented the bad version of that like forever ago.
those circles are scary.
Yeah. I kind of just ran away a little bit. There's a distinct lack of any COF changes. There's also a distinct lack of any real MG changes, apart from a couple filters being added. Are we to expect the same monotone, time-consuming prophecy rerolling system the whole Shattered Elements? I see what you're saying. The rerolling, the prophecy system is not being updated in season 4. It is getting a very large overhaul in a future season. I don't have a specific time frame on that yet. I guess we do actually. We've talked about on the roadmap. It's listed on the roadmap for season 5, where there'll be a functional UI, everything. Like we're basically redoing COF, I think, at this point. We're still designing it, so it's not finished, and we haven't decided exactly what it's going to be yet. But like, yeah, we're basically redoing it.
Yeah, a lot of the plans I've seen look really exciting. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah. Because yes, I think the goal and the outcome of overall what CF is doing is really good. But when you get into highly optimized, like super endgame play for it for a month at a time, it does. At that top end, it really starts to show the cracks. When you're trying to min max the system, it breaks down. When you're using it in like a naive pattern, I think it works great. And that like early end game, just like I'm gonna play and have some fun with the system, fantastic. Min maxing it is it hurts a bit.
Yeah, and one of the the overarching goals I've seen referenced a lot about that is trying to reduce the time spent managing it. Like it's I don't know, it kind of feels weird as a UI dev to say this, but we don't really want you spending your time in the UI. We want you to spend your time fighting monsters and playing the cool spells and abilities and stuff. So like we want it to be more in and out, set up your farming strategy, and now go farm, go have fun.
Yeah. All right, most vital question I have today is: will there be more pet MTX that is funny? Is a funny hand as per Chip the Hand? There's the MTX that does well will influence the type of MTX that gets created going forward. So if you want to see things more along the lines of the hand and if you've seen the animations for the Red Panda, who's got like sweet wrestling moves, that's my favorite one.
Champ is adorable. He's so cool.
Feedback to that effect on our Discord is a great way to tell us that you like that sort of thing and you want to see more of it. Also, just like the types of things that people buy on the store, it gets more stuff like it created, sort of thing, or at least on the same sort of style, or maybe not direct style and theming. Oh, you died.
That's my class fantasy.
Dying.
Yeah. Well, also I don't even have a flame ward my bar right now. Like I have it spec'd, but I have to get stunned for that to happen. I have cold snap freeze. That's what it's called.
I think it may have been called cold snap initially, because it's like a real thing.
Yeah. Seeing you guys play together with each other seems so much fun. When will a party finder be added to LE?
That's a good question. That's something we've talked about quite a few times. I don't think there's any that's in the works right now. Oh, thank you. My goodness. Another belt. Oh, the little condensed. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, but I've been seeing you farming belts like crazy, so
yeah,
you appreciate that.
I should probably.
I'm using Orion's Descent right now.
You want to go try and get a better
at 20 in. I mean, unless it's like LB2. I mean, that's not really the upgrade to get. I got perfect int on this one.
Nice.
Really, what I need is another LP2 Grass of the Blood Mage with 4% spell crit. I've got the Exalt already. I just couldn't afford a second Blood Mage. I bricked 2 Twisted Heart upgrade attempts, so that Exalt's gone, and I bricked one of the Blood Mage attempts. Still have one Runic Creation copy of the Exalt for one more attempt if one drops, but I don't think that's happening.
So nothing specific.
So I spent all of my remaining gold trying to get upgrades to fight Uber Abberoth, and I didn't get any successful upgrades.
Well, okay, just quick detour here. Thank you very much to Trunks for the resub. That is fantastic. 9 months. Wonderful. Glad to see it. Glad you're having fun. We are getting some like we're still using like the default sounds and animations for those. We're getting some new ones of those coming down the pipe. That's happening. There's a lot of questions in the queue here. We're gonna rapid fire some questions, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a giveaway live right now. Let's just burn through some of these questions because there's a lot of them, and we'll do an attempt soon as well. I went to the last debug tool site and went through every patch from 8.3, and I found that going forward there was more uniques for Beastmaster than there is Shaman. Also, Boardman set didn't get a buff this season and is still F tier. Any reason why Shaman didn't get new uniques and Boardman didn't get buffed this season? Most of it's going to come in one big dump. Do you plan to change the drop rate for unique items in the future? I mean, they get adjusted pretty frequently. In my opinion, there are currently too many exalted drops, so reducing the drop rate would be good solution. Reducing the exalted drops, I think like right now people are generally reporting the opposite of this, is that they're finding uniques too easy to get and exalted too hard to get as good ones anyways. There is a very large discussion happening right now about overall drop rates and relative drop rates, and some potentially pretty dramatic changes coming to that. Did you consider nerfing unconventional way to find crazy imprints like farming troves instead of nerfing them overall, even though through normal gameplay? I'm sure there was lots of considerations happen there in general. I'm pretty confident this is not something that was done on a whim. Have all the high tier pledge community made uniques being made? No. Or should we still expect to see some of those in the future? There are more to be made still. There's a few of them where we've dropped the ball in communication, they've dropped the ball in communication. They're just waiting for a specific update to happen, where we'll sometimes be in a conversation and be like, I really want to make a unique that's like this, and we're like, cool, there's a big update coming to that class in 2 seasons. Do you want to wait until then? Yeah, sure. So things like that happen. Yes, there are more to do still though. Do Rogue Shadow's inherent base critical strike chance from multiple skill lines when consumed from a skill? For example, 4% Shuriken skill line and 8% from Shadow Rend, giving Shadows 12% base critical strike chance. If the skill tree is granted, generally no, is the short answer. So generally when a skill triggers another specializable skill, the second skill is using its own skill tree and is cast fresh from the player and is not actually cast by the triggering ability. So it does not inherit things from the first one. You can find more details on Discord. I have a question about Uber Abberoth in the last seasons, I think. When will we have other bosses like him? Coming up. There's one in the new season 4 that's in between Abberoth and Uber Abberoth. And we're going to be continuing to make more and more and more of those at, I think, even faster rate coming forward pretty soon here. Hi Mike, I'm so excited next patch week. I'm wondering if EHG plans to incorporate more scaling option for triggered abilities through uniques or other means. For example, Course of Anarok provides more damage for frogs based on increased minion area damage. I think this could encourage us to use different triggered abilities and affixes that are not used as often for scaling. Yeah, I think that's the sort of thing that is interesting, and I know there's effects like this that we've created for LEO already. So yes. Legacy stash tab still shows all stash from past seasons, even when they have been emptied. Are the plans to remove these in the future? Yes. Justin?
Yeah, I think, well, part of the reasons why that still shows is you might still have like stash data. So like anything that is stash wide, like your faction rank, your gold, things like that, that's actually like stored in your stash. And so even if you've taken all the items out there, you might still have some gold from there or some other stuff. So like that could be a reason it sticks around, but I don't think we're actually like removing it from the list yet. But yeah, I mean, that seems like a a thing that would be nice to do. Just get rid of the ones that are no longer relevant.
Part of the stash
We,
overhaul
we
that's,
are
that's
thinking
coming.
about a lot of stash changes, but nothing we can really share yet about the specifics about that. But stash has been a thing that we've been talking about a lot, and we are well aware of a lot of the pain points, especially with season rollover, needing to set up your stash again and stuff like that. That's something we've been discussing a lot.
Yes. All right. Good hammer through some of these. Happy patch notes day. My question is for both of you. What is your personal favorite change coming to season 4? Mine is the addition of Shadowrun.
Well, I'm biased, but like the kind of like more consistent UI layering and item movement and stuff. But I mean, just
Yeah, that one we showed earlier.
Rogue. I'm so excited for the new Rogue skills. They look so cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Are the corruption outcomes equally weighted between each other, or some mods are rarer than others? I don't think we can really talk about the specific weightings, but there's many things that corruption can do, and it's not exactly obvious just by looking at the list of all possible things that can show in there how those might happen.
Yeah, it's also important to note, and we've said this in a few places, but just a good place to do it is here as well. The version that we sent out for data mining a little bit ahead of time, we sent that out 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. We've done a bunch of balancing changes, specifically nerfs to the corrupted affix values since then. So if you're looking at those tables on various sites, the corrupted affixes, quite a few of them, you might be like, oh my god, that's broken. Yes, it is broken. It's been fixed. So they won't launch like that. Sorry. And also so yeah, there is relative rarity there and waiting for getting them, but there's also like even just so much as like different slots have a different number that can happen on them, and just even if they were all the same, naturally that would cause them to be different anyways. So yeah, they're not all completely equally possible everywhere.
Yeah, depending on what you're corrupting, it could have very different outcomes.
Yes. Justin, this one's for you. Good to have you on stream. What's the most exciting work for you in the UI in season 4, and what are you looking forward to in the next season? Tease?
Yeah, well, the UI panels and the quick move stuff is I'm really excited about. In the next seasons, well, I mean the tooltip changes that we've been working on, I'm really excited for. I hope we can get those in soon. We'll see what season it launches in, but I'm very excited where they're going with. We've got a lot of new design support that has joined in recent times, and the UI artwork they have been making, chef's kiss. It looks so good. I'm just implementing stuff, so I'm doing just like color boxes and borders, and like, okay, I got it putting the right text in the right places, and then they do their pass on it. I'm like, how'd you even come up with this? This looks amazing. I would have never in my wildest dreams imagined you could make a tooltip look so cool. So I'm very excited for the tooltips.
Yeah, the big thing, one of the big things that I noticed in like the mock-ups I've seen is that in a lot of items, it's kind of, I don't have any good examples of this that I'm wearing, but in a lot of items, it's kind of tricky to see when you have multiple like sealed affixes. It's tricky to tell where those sealed affixes are coming from and what else they would conflict with, and like what's available to be put on the item still, unless you like know the systems really well. And the early mock-up I saw of it had like indicators for where those were coming from. That was so nice. I'm just like, I want that right now.
Yeah, and also like we've relied on color of the text and color of the background a lot, and that's something that we're focusing on a bunch with the tooltip improvements, is trying to improve the contrast and the readability, because especially for people with color blindness, so like exalts purple on purple kind of hard to read sometimes. Like we're still gonna have the like thematic flavor and coloring stuff, but we're trying to make the text part a lot more readable in all cases, so that you're not just confused in some cases if the colors are too similar.
Yes.
And like the way that we're doing comparison, I think is going to be really awesome. Like right now, the comparison is just, does it have the mod, does it not have the mod, and it just kind of like puts them all at the bottom. And we're going to be looking much more specifically at like if you have flat health and hybrid health, we're going to add those together and be like, how much health is this actually giving you? Rather than just, here's 2 lines that disappeared.
Yes. All right, has the Ellie storyline been concluded with the chapters we've already have in the game, or do you plan to expand it further? There are 2 more chapters coming for the, like, what I would call, like, the Orbis saga. That's not an official term, but that's kind of how I think about it. We should get Kyle on here to give us an official term for it, but I fear that I may have just done that. And it's like there's still 2 more chapters to really like wrap that up in a bow, and then there's still more like story that can be explored after that's finished, because it doesn't have to come through the campaign. And so there's things that can happen like in like alternate timelines and like in just side stories that can happen, and you know, all sorts of stuff. So there's room for more story to happen, but the primary campaign story, like primary storyline for the game as a whole, it's still got 2 chapters left. Oh, 1 LP still. Dang it. I'm so looking forward to the overhaul of the Nemesis UI. I have misclicked it so many times, like an embarrassingly large number of times.
It looks so good. Yeah, that is the work of one of our new UI artists, and I think they did a phenomenal job.
Nice.
All the new like VFX and visuals and stuff just look so cool. It's so thematic, and it's much more like focused about like what you're actually doing. Like you're replacing the egg, you're putting an item there. Like what is the trade-off you're making? I think it looks so cool, and also it fits in the center of the screen a lot better.
Hi Mike, has there been thoughts on toning down other player effects? I get blinded when I'm in a group half the time. Yeah, so like Justin, like spam your lightning blast or something in my face. Yeah, like so you're talking about in this case where it's not mine and it's their effects, and like having that be a little bit less prominent. This is something that we've talked about a lot. It's not a quick and easy thing to do. Unfortunately, there's no just like opacity slider that we can just drop down on the like other players' VFX sort of thing. If we could, we would have done that years ago. But I think it's the sort of thing that if we find a good way to do it, it would be really appreciated by everyone on the team and players alike. Yeah. In patch notes, there's a line saying most existing evolutions end will gain 2 new evolutions with this change. Why are some excluded and why that happened? I have no idea.
It might just be down to how they happen to be serialized. Like in order to fit the new evolutions, like the item code changed a little bit for that, so it might just change what evolutions are on existing ones. I'm not sure. I didn't actually implement that one. I've seen like how it was implemented previously though. I just hope that
so it starts with 2 pre-existing evolutions, making them more rewarding, fights themselves more interesting, challenging, and complex. The number of chosen evolutions in a lineage has not changed. So regularly spawned Rift Beasts now may have to 9 from 7. Okay, so my guess is that some of them get it. Some of them probably just already had it. Like if your Rift Beast that you had that spawned already, it's probably taking 2 existing evolutions and just never giving those as an options and just starting with them now. And
yeah, also it like dedupes. So if it gives the same one you already had, like it's not going to add the same evolution twice. So that could be why.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably just that it's not using new evolutions. They get 2 of the existing ones that they didn't have before. So any Rift Beasts that didn't have those 2 are probably getting those 2 added. But if it already had them, it wouldn't get them because it already had them. And it's not picking random ones to add in their place.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is being asked. That's okay. But what are your thoughts on negative feedback on the imprint changes coming? I think people like gear. People love gear, and seeing less gear coming is scary. I think it's a. Oh wait, there's. I skipped a question there. Undo. Sorry. I think people love gear, and seeing less gear is scary, and I think people will get over it when they see how much power is coming from corruption.
There's still a lot of loot to be had.
Yeah. Justin, you got a question there.
For Justin, would you ever want to have an edit function of the UI like old WoW or Fellowship? Thanks for your work. Well, thank you for playing. Hey, you should see my WoW UI. I have customized it like crazy. I don't think we would do like a full edit thing like what WoW UI does. I think we're much more likely to do like one-off settings. Like I mentioned earlier, like now that we have the kind of like more generic like knowledge of where panels are open and stuff, something that I'd really like to do is have an option to make it so that like your party frame, your mini map gets pushed over when that opens. Something that I've seen in some other games that I really like is like an option to have the HUD like your health globe and your action bar in the bottom. Like some people like to have the health globe and the mana bar in the corners. Some people like it in the center. Some people like it all over to the side. And things like that I think are what we would more likely be doing. But if there's specific customizations that you want, definitely put in the suggestions channel. A lot of the like UI options we've added have been direct responses to player feedback and suggestions of, hey, this one specific part of the UI gets in my way because when I'm doing this echo or I'm using this skill or like when I'm playing these minions, I want to be able to see this better. And so like specifying the reason why you want to customize it rather than the specific customization you want helps a lot with us like being able to see what kind of things we can do to like kind of address those pain points and make it more flexible. But I do love UI customization. Just doing full drag everything everywhere would probably break a lot of things.
Here's one that I want. The ability to disable tooltips from your...
Oh, yes. Oh, that was getting me so much when I was practicing at Uber Abberoth. I would love that. I mean, that seems like a pretty straightforward thing to add. Just a nice little toggle. Hey, when you're in combat, don't show this. Or maybe when you're in an echo. I don't know what we would... In
combat's a lot trickier than... Like, we've only just started adding in combat to like game mechanics things. So like we like... And it's kind of... There's certain situations where it thinks you're in combat and you're not. In certain situations, I actually don't think it can ever mistake you for being out of combat. But like sometimes it'll think you're in combat when you're not.
I mean, we could probably do something like only show ability bar tooltips when in town. Like that would probably be pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I'd love settings like that. I think that'd be really good. Or even just like a little tick box right there. It's just like. When it's ticked, you can't see any of the tooltips, and you just like tick it off really quick if you wanted to see them. Or I don't know.
Yeah. Or just a delay. Make it take like 2 seconds, so a quick hover doesn't do it.
Yeah, that too. Are seasons going to be more frequent? There's going to be. I think that's the long-term goal is to get frequent, consistent seasons. The timing for console release will put a bit of a hitch in that plan, unfortunately. But there's certain things for console release that we have to hit timing wise, like far enough out in advance, and we're not working. We have been working on console stuff, but it's not finished far enough in advance to do those things in a time where it would still be really frequent. But we're still like pushing as quickly as we can for it. I know like the deliverable date that I have for console release for the major huge project I've been working on with a few other people for like a year now. The deliverable date for that is like coming up fast, and we're like, are we gonna make it? So we are working pretty far ahead. I'm sure you guys. I'm sure you know some guys. I'm sure you know some guys. We're all nerds here, after all. So what? Oh, so what's your favorite Pokemon? Yes.
Eevee.
The question start was worded weird. I was tripping over it. I got mine ready because my kid is just getting into it. So he asks me every day what my favorite Pokemon is. What's yours?
Eevee. Eevee's the best.
Good choice.
Can transform into lots of different elements. Super adorable. I loved reliving the Red and Blue days, playing through Let's Go. I picked Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah. My favorite go-to is Gengar.
Ooh.
Even though he was terrible back in the OG days, like just terrible. It had like the available moves didn't line up with his typing at all, and like his like the physical versus like special typing that he like abilities that he had versus what abilities could exist like just didn't line up at all. So he was just awful. But I loved Gengar, so I'm happy he got a lot of buffs, but still is not very great.
I used to have a poster with all the original 151 on my wall growing up. I was kind of obsessed with Pokemon.
I bet we had the identical poster on our wall. Yeah, you just sit there like just remember there was a point, I don't know, when I was like 12 or 13 or something like that, where I could recite all 151 in order.
Yep.
And I can get rough ideas and generally pretty close, but I can't do it anymore.
Well, instead of fighting Uber Abberoth, let's just try to name all the Pokemon.
there's like a website that you do that where you type the names in and it like lists the yeah. We should give that a shot. Let's give that a shot. We can do that.
Alrighty.
I'm not stalling, I swear.
Alright,
This is the wrong one.
The main thing that I've found helped me a lot with Uber Abby is the tip that I got is so you know how like he has the beams that point at you in the early phases, and then the beams at the end, there's just beams everywhere in the last phase. Well, those beams at the end are always where you pointed them early. Every time he spawns extra beams that didn't follow you, those are wherever you baited them. So the tip that really helped me a bunch is, especially in phases 1 through 3, we just want to try to stay in like that top center line as much as possible. Bait all those lines so they go in the same way. And then as the fight goes on and there's more and more lines happening, we'll just have so much more area to dodge from. And then also I'll try to cold snap his his slams.
Do our best here. Okay, let's do this. I have no confidence. Oh, you're just gonna... Yeah, okay, sweet.
He's gonna do the frost thing, and then we'll just like head down to the bottom and bait the line. Oh, or we'll just phase him way faster. All right, add top left.
Oh god!
Watch out for fire cones. Fire cones go on bottom.
Go, Bear, go!
All right, careful for his slams. Oh, he's doing the cold. Oh no, I did.
You died? Well,
yep. You got this. You got this.
Let's be real here. No, I don't.
I died in a very inconvenient place to try to give you help.
There he is.
Well, we phased him way faster than I was expecting, so that's a good sign. All right, we got this. We got this.
I feel like I should just like dump a bunch of.
No. We just got. I gotta not stand in a cold circle.
Well, yeah, that would help too. But like, I may have a body armor that is higher toughness and less offense.
Oh, we want offense.
Well,
the shorter the phases are, the less mechanics we have to dodge.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Show your character sheet. What's your what are your stats looking like?
What do you want to see?
You got so much res. Look at that. 3,400 to help. 60% armor. Dude, you're tanky.
Yeah, but I die.
I've got capped fizz, necrotic void. We're not going to talk about the other elements. 2.2k health.
You got ward though. You got a bunch of ward.
Yep, I can take one hit and then all my ward's gone.
Yep.
Because lack C resistance.
Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll answer a bunch of questions. And then
so how fast we phased him, we can probably just stay top center and then immediately rotate left for the ad. We don't even need to run through the center. Because we phased him like twice as fast than when I was trying this before.
Go, Bear, go!
It's done. And the orbs come out. All right, and now we're waiting for the ad. And I'm just gonna rotate down bottom because he's pointing the cone there.
Oh shit!
The bottom. All right, back on Abberoth. Where is he? And just hide behind him. He's gonna do more cones. There's the cold cones. He's doing a slam. Watch out for pizzas. Oh, we're blasted. We got this. Alright, watch out for the slam. Let's do this transition. We can just blast for a bit. Fire. I think that's fire going. Yeah, watch out for the up.
I've lost the thread of it. Where is he?
Purple glaive is on the bottom. He's doing the cold cones. Just kind of chill by the bottom edge. We can leave all the purple puddles here.
Shit. I'm out of potions.
Oh, watch out for the glaive. He's doing pizza. I think add top right. There he is. Yep, just blast that guy, and he's gonna do the res shred cone. So get ready to dodge around to the left. Yep, watch out, dodge, dodge, dodge.
I need that potion so bad. there's no way.
You got this. You got this. All right, nice.
That's no way.
Just finish off that ad. The solo. There you go. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, we're making progress. That was good. That was good.
Yeah,
that's
we are making progress. I just got scared right away after a while.
Yeah. When the first ad spawns, he always does his fire cone in that direction, and when the second ad spawn, he always does the blue res shred wave. So whenever the ad spawn, it's like do like a 2 to 3 second count after the ad pops out, and then immediately dodge to the side or rotate around the edge because Abberoth will be off screen, and he's about to throw some really nasty stuff at you.
Okay, let's toss up a little some sort of thing here and answer a bunch of questions.
Yeah, didn't bring enough visual teasers for how many times I'm dying. That's for sure.
yeah. No, we're not doing one per death here. Someone requested this, so here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This was just a random request on Discord, and thought I'd toss it up. Come on. I didn't position this properly. Center, horizontal. There we go. This is what the fire conversion for Shadow Cascade looks like. So if you're wondering what that's going to look like with the new item coming, here's a little quick little peek on what that looks like. And we got a sub, Plughead666. Thank you very much. Just had some bits gone there. Little cheer. There's a question that's probably a question that's in here that we're going to get to. Oh my god. Okay, let's blitz some questions here because we got a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a plan for a secondary endgame system to go alongside the monolith, something with different playstyle to go along with the current system to help reduce burnout? There's short term, like really short term, not really. Longer term, yeah, there are. But I think the next, like, still season 5, you're still going to see another thing that integrates heavily into the monolith sort of thing. Is the WASD left click behavior still being worked on? I want to bind a skill to it, please. You won't be able to bind a 6th skill still. That's not changing. 5 skills bind.
You can currently bind it to a skill though if you click the feet on the top right feet in your action bar. You can pick one of your other skills and make it cast that one. But yeah, it's not a 6th skill.
Yeah. You can also have it be just regular melee and break destructible as well if you don't want to use a skill. If you don't have, it's part of that reason is that if you have a build that has no melee or way to break something. That actually happened because the original version of the arena, the only way to get the gear, and I think maybe even still haven't done the arena in so long, is there's a bunch of barrels that show up, and like some builds like couldn't break the barrels, and so we have to have a way to add that. That's why that's there. That's why it's a picture of a barrel too. Orbis and a tarot body pillows when whenever
just
you
one
make
on each side of the pillow.
Okay, let's just breeze past this. Do you think adding Echo modifier consumables, items that would alter the next run Echo, fits in the direction of LE game design? Think like Portal Charms for next Echo you open. We have toyed around with ideas like this quite a few times. I think there's a good chance we'll end up with one eventually. I don't think this one coming any time. Like, I don't think season 4, season 5 will have anything. I know season 4 won't. I don't think season 5 will have anything like that. I doubt Elio will have something like that either. But I think that's the sort of thing that probably will eventually happen. Long term, that's just a Mike prediction guess. UI questions about minions. Are we getting damage numbers and health numbers for our minions? Right now, the closest we have for our health bar over their head with no numbers or indicators of damage at all for them. The only thing that's coming season 4 is skills that are used by your minions in the skill trees have DPS tooltips associated with those now. So a little bit better, but nothing major. More things like that are welcome for sure.
Yeah, toss that in the suggestion channel. Sounds like a cool thing to add.
Will the thousands of separators for damage numbers be customizable, comma versus period?
I think it should just automatically use whatever your localization is, right?
Yes. Yeah. The same way that the gold, or like crafting features. So like if you open your inventory and you see a comma here, it'll be a comma in the damage numbers. If you open your inventory and you see a period there, it'll be a period in the damage numbers. I just realized the fire cascade thing was still up there as well. Are you open to making MTX that have different skeleton animations specifically for minions and transforms? A different skeleton. So you're talking about the skeleton, like the rig. If no, would you mind? Would me telling you that it opens up a lot of waifu and husband of MTX change your mind? Probably not. I think that the general shape of the minions themselves affects the types of abilities and the cast points for those abilities that makes sense, and so probably wouldn't work well to change the skeletons to go with it. It's just so much like of a tech that goes with it, because it means that anytime you add a new ability, then you're adding it for all of the MTX as well. Will we ever see boss HP numbers versus current percent values? Currently seeing game values based on the boss regardless of 0 corruption or 99999 corruption feels empty.
Maybe. I mean, in online we don't, like, the client doesn't actually know the number, only the server does. It just tells you the percent. So I mean, technically we could change it to do that, but I don't know if we're like planning to.
Yeah, you could sync the total number and then have the UI calculate what it is. But yeah,
basically everything besides your health, your client doesn't know the actual number. It just knows what the percent is.
Yeah. It just makes syncing the value so much faster and easier. I think that's I think probably the reason why it doesn't do that is partially because we've been so hesitant to have hard DPS calculators be possible, and having those numbers be readily available does put basically a hard DPS calculator in with just a few extra steps. But I can see the feeling of it not being the bad feels of the like not seeing that number go up does feel like you're not making as much progress.
Yeah, it would be nice to if we could find a way to kind of show the relative power difference. Like if you're farming the same timeline boss as you're pushing corruption, like how much tankier is. Like you have the display and you can see the more health and damage. So I mean that's telling you, but like the health bar itself isn't really telling you. So if maybe we could make it look scarier as it gets more health or something.
Yeah. Will offline get support for gold? Merchant's Guild is useless in offline, and key drops is far more than gold sync in Last Arbor. I feel like the Arbor is surprisingly good gold sync. If you're like min-maxing that, I think there's a lot of potential there for really great stuff to come out of it. But yeah, it is. I think the sort of thing that does need a little bit of attention. It's a very tricky thing.
They can't afford they're getting more keys to Lightless Arbor than they have gold to spend on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The okay, I'll tell you what needs to happen first. The amount of gold, or the resources, so gold, bones, runes, things like that, need to get split between Merchants Guild and Circle of Fortune. And if we ever did that, then we could change the gold costs for being in Circle of Fortune, which I would love to do. It's kind of that's the predicate step, I think. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it would need to happen first, I think. How is your procedural generation tech used for season 4? There wasn't a ton used in season 4, I don't think, actually. I don't know. Do you know anything that was used there? I don't know if
Sure.
any level design stuff actually used it in season 4.
I don't know. The UI is not procedural, so I kind of see the procedural stuff when everyone else does.
Yeah. I really need a chat system with friends. Is something like guild chat coming? I think there's a very good chance that'll happen. Not in season 4, not in season 5. I can tell you that for sure. But it is the sort of thing that we were very resistant to have, just like a guild for just chat as like the reason for a guild system. But I think that you bring up a good point of, and it's something that we have been realizing that it is a worthwhile enough thing to just have guild chat.
We got another one here. What is the intent between splitting UI between left and right panels? I mean, the changes I was talking about are more just like how we think about it, the way that we build the UI that already exists. So I'm not sure like why ARPGs do this from the get-go. I think it's kind of just like it's a common pattern that we see. I think a lot of it is that you can keep playing and fighting while checking your inventory, while I mean, I guess you could fight while you're crafting the forge. I wouldn't recommend it.
Tiny little window in the middle.
It lets you still see your player, lets you still move around. And for us, like kind of having a more structured way to approach it is going to give us more ability to do things based on that, shift things over, avoid overlaps, stuff like that.
Will we see a pinnacle boss with different themes? The current ones seem to be all void based. Yes, definitely. I don't want to give away what they will be coming up, but more of those will happen that are not void based. You mentioned several times that you're waiting for a big patch to drop another set or changes to skills another set or change a skill to a class to make it in one big patch. Oh, why? Currently it feels like a lot of class skills are being left behind because of this focus. Lots of times there are changes that kind of depend on one another, where we'll be like, okay, we're gonna say we're gonna change the functionality of this skill, and in order to change the functionality of this skill to be what we really want, we also kind of need to change this other skill at the same time, and so they have to happen together. Changing one without the other just leaves a big gap in the character's abilities. Sometimes we'll say, okay, we want to update this, and then maybe we know that we're doing that. Maybe we're like, okay, we know these two skills are going to change at the same time, and it's going to be awesome. And then we're like, okay, we really want to update this set, and we say, like, ooh, this set would do really well to interact with that skill change that's coming. But if we try and update that set now, then we're just going to have to go back and undo those changes to change it to the thing we actually want to change it to later. And so it's kind of this attempt to avoid double work so we can get more total done. I think is the easiest way to do that. Since the update took 9 months, what is expected approx time for season 5? I cannot tell you that, fortunately. I think there's a kind of a vague reference to the rough timeline for it in the timeline post that came out a little while ago, a month or two ago. I don't remember the wording it uses, but if I looked it up, I would use the same wording. So go check out that post.
As soon as it's ready.
Yeah, as soon as it's ready. There's some rough reference to like the year or like the season or something like that it says that it's sort of like generally in this time frame where you'd get like a few month window that it probably indicates, but I can't remember exactly what it says, so I don't want to say what it is because I could be wrong. Would you consider making a more detailed damage breakdown on death like another recently released game did? It would be really incredibly useful. The currently the information that is shown is all of the information that is available, and increasing that information requires a bit of a rework to how damage gets dealt and how damage comes in. So until we can, it's a lot bigger project than it might seem because of the networking system. So probably not anytime soon. because we did when we first put that in, we were kind of like, how much can we put in? And then we just did a basic version, and then we updated it to add a little bit more, and that's kind of everything that was there. All the information's there basically. So not great, sorry. Is there any thoughts on making Nemesis weapons drop more acquirable imprints? It doesn't work on them, but neat if they could. The imprint system would... I don't have a good answer for this.
That's like the Harbinger bases?
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of either have to have an imprint mode that could drop those things, or have them just drop more things that were imprintable in general. Both of which are fine, I think, to do, but I don't think we're planning on anything like that. Okay, you want to take a quick break from questions, and we're down to 15 questions. The next giveaway's happening. Let's go.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay.
Just don't stand in puddles. I can stay alive, right? I don't need Riz. just don't get hit, forehead.
I used to play WoW too, man. I know how to not stand in the fire.
I don't have GTFO installed. How do I know if I'm in the fire puddle?
There's still a server first of mine on YouTube.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so not used to it baiting down like that. I was in the void.
Well, I feel like I should just die, because I don't think I'm going to survive this. You get used to the fight a little bit more. So this is where I should do these top to bottom, but I failed at that. Yep, there we go. I tried to jump, but I died mid-jump. Let's go right back in. Let's go right back in.
Yeah. Yeah, here, start top center, like kind of just right with me, so that we bait the circle up there, and we can bait the lion as well.
Yeah, tell me what to do.
come stand on me, and you can like tell your bear to go stand where he is, and then we bait the lion and just move a little left, and then I'll freeze him, and then we're just gonna bait the circle and then get away from that circle, and we're gonna get the Harbinger soon. Here it is on the left. And then he's gonna do the fire cone, so get away from where we are right now. Oh, that's so wide. And now we just want to not be in the center. I like staying bottom. Watch out for the cones though.
I can remember to keep casting.
Always be casting.
I died. You can do it. I believe in you. Does this count if I die?
Maybe, I don't know. Alright, dodging the fire cone. This is the part where it's just kind of like YOLO until the next, like YOLO in the bottom area, so that all the puddles are not where they can't be for last phase. And just try to stay behind them the whole time.
Ooh. You got it?
Let's get pizza, get a pizza.
I feel like my character is like really wide during the pizza.
What's he doing? Oh, fire cone. Yeah, like, it's kind of convenient that like half his mechanics, the counter is just be behind him. Alright, here's the thing. So now I'm going to bait the cone and dodge left when he does it. So there's the cone. Harbinger dead. And now I go back to my favorite place, the bottom of the screen.
I wish we could move the camera in spectate mode.
Oh, yes, please. Oh, slam. Oh, yay, ward. Oh, cone.
He actually pushed me slightly.
Oh, I opened my skill screen. No! Who made the default Z for that? I'm playing WASD and I accidentally pressed it.
That's not the default for anything. I may have changed it.
It is if you swap it to WASD.
Oh, WASD? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now I got to remember 2 defaults for everything. When people are like, "What's the binding for this?" I'm like, "Oh wait, are you playing point and click, or are you playing WASD, or are you using a gamepad?"
Yep. Okay, a few questions here. What's the rationale behind removing the option to manually transfer crafting mats? I think people are just getting stuck with just not doing it. I think it's basically the version of it. Is like it was people were missing out on them a lot more.
Yeah, you have infinite storage of them, and they're only useful when they're in that storage. Like, if you have an affix shard in your inventory, your stash, you can't actually craft with it. Like, it has to be in your affix storage. Like keys, kind of like you could use them from your inventory, but we've put a lot of effort into making it so like when you open a dungeon entrance panel, it automatically opens the keys tab, it highlights the correct key, and maybe soon we might make it automatically put the key in there, and you don't even need to manually do that because the key only has one use. Why do you got to click it? I don't know. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, but so we're trying to focus on like removing a lot of that like manual process stuff. Just make things go where they need to go. Let you get back to fighting.
Hello, Mike. I can't find a fix for Brand of Subjugation. Am I unlucky and chill scaling will be fixed later, or is it just missing in patch notes? I do not know off the top of my head. It's possible it was just missed. It's possible it's not there. Remind me in Discord later.
Or
I'll see what I can do.
Submit an in-game bug report, F8, or hold start on controller. They help us a lot. A lot of our bug fixes come from those.
I can look into it though from Discord. Yeah. Yeah. Let's pop up a teaser real quick here. What else is there? Not have much left. Oh, here's a cool little thing. This thing, so tiny. Let me make it bigger. There we go. This thing. Find the change. Go chat. Can we please get a way to filter by ladder by account type? Solo character found, solo account found, merchant skills, circle of fortune, etc. I don't think we're. Ooh, I think that's on the list. I don't know if that made it into season 4 or not.
That's on the suggestions channel. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I know someone was talking about that though. Like I saw that in a conversation somewhere. Maybe it's even there now, but could there please be an option to disable voice lines that chastise the player for accidentally hitting a skill keybind in town? Not in town. There's the air voice lines. That's probably right there. I think mute air voice lines does that. If you're adding in combat things, can this be a precursor to pausing the game when Nemesis window is open so I don't get one shot off screen by a lightning elemental? Pausing the game is a gigantic mega lift task that seems trivial. The instant we're able to do it, we'll do it. I promise. We're not able to do it right now. I'm sorry.
We all want that. As soon as we started seeing that, we're like, we got to add this, and then we're like, and then the backend team was like, what?
Yeah. Whose jersey is hanging behind you, and who is winning the Stanley Cup this year? I don't know who's gonna win this year. I'm terrible at that prediction. Whoever's in first right now, I'm not. To be honest, I pay more attention to international hockey than NHL and local hockey too. But this is number 87. Oh, sorry, it's Sidney Crosby. If that wasn't obvious. Why does Exuli have 0 LP? Does it drop corrupted or something? Maybe.
Just have to see one drop and see what happens.
Yeah. Which build are each of you most excited to see in the new season? I'm Bow Shadowrend is my like. I'm so itching to do it. What about you?
Bees. I've seen so many different theory crafts about completely different ways to play bees, and I can't decide which one looks the most fun, but I gotta play bees. But also Rogue is really pulling me as well. I'm gonna have a lot of alts this season.
I did see someone in chat get the correct thing about the plus minus for the scaling for the mini-map changes there. And then we're also doing another thing for the map, the overlay map in general.
Which you might have, I think a couple people noticed in this one, but it'll be more apparent in the next screenshot.
Yes.
We didn't just fix the zoom in out button, we have a new shader for the map. So a lot of people have given us feedback pretty consistently that I'm on the beach, I'm in a snowy map, I can't see my map overlay. Well, now you can, and it's kind of hard to see in this. You could see it in the previous one, but we have two different gradients now. So on the outer edge of the nav mesh, it's got a light gradient. So if you're in a dark indoor area, a voidy place, it'll have good contrast. And on the inner edge, it's got a darker gradient. So if you're in a light area like sandy beaches or snow, then it'll show up. And everywhere in between should be much more visible.
Yeah.
And also like the kind of like some polish to like how the reveal thing, there's not much terrain being revealed here, but it looks really nice. I think the VFX artists who did this knocked out of the park. It looks amazing. I'm very excited for this. That was like one of the first things that I posted in the feedback channel when I first joined. I was like, hey, here's a screenshot. I'm like, I can't see my map overlay. Can we fix this? And they're like, that's not that easy. But now we've done it. Yay.
Oh, and the clock, someone pointed out in chat, I didn't even notice the clock is also still shown in the when you're in overlay mode.
Oh, did we get that in too?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Sweet. A teaser within the teaser, and I didn't even notice.
If I'm going to hunt for corruption on an item, what are realistic odds of getting said corruption at a decent tier? We never put out odds for things like this, so I'm not going to give you the odds on this specifically. Like we haven't even technically the chance to get like 2 LP red ring, like that LP chance for any specific unique, we've never revealed what that number is. There's places that have like created through like pulling stuff out of the code to like find out what it is, sort of thing, and like and try and reverse engineer it, sort of thing. But we've never officially said this is the chance and this is what it is, and that sort of stuff. So it's not like we've kind of got a policy of not setting specific number expectations for chances on things like this. Yeah, Derek, we can say it is a number. Yeah. But yeah, sorry, it's not available. Will transmog come to LE in expansion? I don't know when. I sure hope so, but I don't know when. That's one of those things that like I've wanted for so long. All right.
Transmog is like my favorite feature.
Yeah.
And wow, I have so many transmogs. I have add-ons so I can have even more transmogs than they let you have normally. I really like how D4 did their transmog system, where you're not I mean, WoW actually kind of did this in the recent patch too, where like you're not transmogging the item, you're transmogging the slot. So as you get gear upgrades, you don't all of a sudden now have a different helm on. But if you get a gear upgrade that you really like, you can click off the transmog and then have that one show through. So I thought that was a really nice touch for it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I think eventually that's what we'll be looking at too. Is there a place where, because it's basically just like it's the same way we do the MTX, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably put it in the same slot. Maybe it goes. I mean, it would make sense. It's the appearances tab.
Yeah, like it'll just be another option that goes in here.
I really like the collectible part of it too about WoW. Like I like having a reason to go and find the item. So I think it'd be cool that like once you've if I were to just make it myself and I could just do whatever, like I would make it so like once you've gotten an item that has a thing, then you unlock the appearance. And I like how in WoW you don't have to keep the item around, like you just have to have gotten it once. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, like an imprint of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this a couple more times.
Yes.
I'm gonna summon my bear. Pro tips.
All right, come top center. And punch Abby. Get the freeze. Now he's gonna do the frost circle thing. And we're gonna get away from that. And Harbinger at time. We are blasting. Alright, and then we're gonna rotate down to dodge the fire cone. Oh, or I'm gonna get hit by it.
Oh, you dead? No.
I got clipped by the edge of the fire cone.
Jesus Christ. Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
Oh, we
cancel it.
definitely have stream bingo now. I love the full screen overlay.
What's going on? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no. I did it.
You got this? You guys? Nice. What, pizza? Pizza?
Run.
Alright, just careful of the glaive. The void glaive is really nasty. It looks like fire cone.
Nope. Oh, I can't dance for crap.
It's okay, you couldn't see what you're doing because there was an overlay in the way.
Yeah, I did that whole thing blind. That was on my screen too the whole time.
Yeah, you play through OBS, right? You don't
Yeah.
play through the game.
Okay, let's try it again.
Alrighty.
Okay. Like if I don't do that once a stream, you know, it's not a good LE stream.
Yeah, that's why that's the center of my bingo card every week.
Yeah.
It's so hard to tell where things are gonna go when there's two people. I'm so used to just every ability goes towards me.
Yeah, being able to just know.
Alright, freeze. There's the cone, or the orbs. Wow, your bear just did like 50% in one hit. Alright, we got the ad and fire cone, watch out, so start rotating
Okay,
away.
run. Am I stunned? What's going on there?
I'm not sure. Alright, now he's gonna come down and slam us a bunch. We're just gonna chill down here. Looks like he's doing some cone. Is that a slam? Oh, he did a 180 towards you.
Yep.
Oh, we got some DPS time. He's doing threatening animations. Another cone, or it's a slam, I guess. Pizzas.
Oh.
That's another cone, I think. Getting close to the ad. Ooh, that glaive. Oh no!
You died? No.
Frost got me. You're almost there. Let's do another slam. Yeah, nice dodge on that. Pizzas. And you almost got him to the phase. Dude,
I
you're
have no
so
potions.
tanky. How did you live that? I think the ad is phased, maybe?
Nope.
I lose the boss health bar when
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just gonna run in, maybe get a potion. Because without a potion, I'm just hosed. I'm spamming them too liberally, I think. I've got to be more conservative with them.
We're getting there, we're getting there. We
Don't
just
be
gotta
upset
get
if
a
I-
nice clean pull where we get that second. I think if we get that second ad done.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like a slam and some beams. But that phase 2 after the first ad, that is the scariest part of the fight for me. And it's just like every time he turns, we just gotta get behind him. Whatever he's doing, just get behind him. Alright. Oop, that's a weird circle. Freezing. Cold orbs. Gotta get away from him. And ad time. We're getting him to 66% as well. Like he can phase at like 70 something. All right, he's gonna do the fire cone, so let's get out of here. There's the fire, and we can hit him again. I mean, he's up top. I guess we could just kind of chill up top right now. Your bear's dead up here.
My bear's dead? Oh no, bear.
Yep, top center. Watch out for the cold cone. Pizza's not a beat.
I think I got rooted.
It's simultaneously easier and harder in a party.
Yeah. hope you through the first phase.
Into the puddle.
Yeah, I really wish I could move the camera to see this better. Don't worry about trying to focus it on me though.
I'll just pull the fight over near you.
Yeah. Just if you can frame the fight properly, look at the stream, see where it is. It's
I'll
right
play
in the
with
middle.
the
Just
stream
keep it-
delay. Oh, let's get rid of some of those. There's so many void puddles.
It's like- Yes, Justin, bring the fight to us. We want to see you die on camera.
Ooh, big slam. That void line is so scary. And like the slam when he does that too is way bigger than the line. Oh no. That glaive. Whew.
Rip. Okay, let's hammer out a couple more questions here. Is there a place to see with the new MTX coming besides supporter packs? I don't think that's available until it drops. Have you considered light seasons focused on meta balancing and new uniques rather than massive systems? Yes, we have. This could speed up several seasonal cadence while helping unplayable builds. Yes, we have considered that. I think now that we're sort of splitting the team up more and more to like be able to like work ahead more and more and having that processing and that that our internal processes for that are functioning a lot better than they were a year ago, 2 years ago. I think that sort of thing is more possible than it was before. I don't think I don't know if there have been really significantly successful examples of that elsewhere happening. So I don't, and we haven't had good luck with it. And the one time we sort of tried it. So I fully hear where you're coming from though with it. Any plans for skeleton mages to eventually be able to cast the player's version of sacrifice rather than their own version? Yes. Didn't we just do this?
I don't think for sacrifice, but skeleton mages can cast Hungering Souls.
Oh, that's the change that just happened. Yeah. I think
they have two nodes that say that they sacrifice like the vanguards and stuff.
Yeah. We in general we are shifting towards this being a thing. Yes. Mouse cursor color change. As soon as we're able to, as soon as the engine lets us do it, we'll do it. Will be ever able to sell / buy primordial keys on bulk? Probably not. Let's hop in for more punishment. We only have 13 minutes left.
Oh yeah, we just gotta go.
Lock in. Let's go. Gotta get the good bear growl going.
I just gotta assume that everything is gonna go towards me, but then in a weird angle that I'm not expecting.
I just gotta try and like follow you around the battlefield. I want to be close to melee though. Is the problem.
Crossroad thing. Yep, and then add time. That earthquake is unreal. Kill the ad. We got the fire cone coming. And then now let's just fight him up top because that's where he is, I guess, because we're DPSing too fast for our own good. Cones. Oh, cold cone.
I French fry when it's supposed to pizza.
Slam. Doing something. He's doing a cone.
Oh,
The glaive just got me.
it just got us both right away there.
Oh no.
Right back in. Let's go.
Yep.
Rephrase question.
I need to remember to use my teleport at the beginning. That gives me more damage. I gotta keep that buff up. Stun. Oh, he did a little jump back. Add time. Dude, we even did like 15% of his ward bar with that. Oh, fire cone everywhere. That's dead. Back on the boss.
Okay.
Slam. What's he doing? Pizza.
Oh,
Ooh. That was close.
thought I was gonna get out of that. Didn't have an evade charge.
Let go.
I'm gonna answer a question while I do this. Just tune me out. I'll rephrase myself. Skipping to boss gives around 60 soul things, but farming, doing dungeons, and killing every mob gives about 10 times more. Is this intentional? Yes. Are the white echo object circles on the map better highlighted in the future? It is sometimes hard to see the patrols on some maps. The white echo.
I think we gotta
like
find a void
the
horror
blinkers,
patrol or
the
something.
blinkers. I don't think that's changed much.
We are planning on some improvements, more improvements to the map stuff. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but
Okay.
like we've been working on some design iterations. The first focus was making the contrast a lot better.
Yeah, for the shader itself. Yeah, I'll try to avoid the UI questions while you're doing that.
You good?
Well, here's one. Will we be able to change to a larger pointer? Same problem as the color size right now, unfortunately. There is a way to make it larger if you change the Windows, because it like attaches to the Windows pointer itself. So if you change your Windows pointer size before opening the game, it will actually get larger in the game. Do you guys hate Bear Druid? Druid Bear form? No. It's been weak and underplayed for so long. It has not gotten since buff or changed since the game officially launched. I doubt that's true. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can say this. There's some really awesome new stuff. You're getting close there.
I filled the entire center with void puddles. We got this. I can't believe I died to the beam. It's such a big telegraph. I was just too far away. Like when he's doing the beams, like I gotta get right up in melee because like I take a single tick of that and I am gone.
What was sorry that last question? I was like partway through answering it, then I stopped.
Bear OP, do so much damage.
Run, Mike, run!
Alright, add, and watch out for the fire cones, they're gonna come. Here it is. Alright, come here, Abby. Oh, I guess he's just gonna do a cone, we can get behind him on the left. Where'd he go? There
My
it is.
bear's dead. Oh my god.
Pizza.
The worst time to realize that ever.
Oh no! Void line is my undoing.
That was a trash one.
Will we have to wait for another week for the season if they don't kill Uber Abby?
No.
No, then we'll just kill Uber Abby as rogues.
Yeah.
But you'll have to wait a bit for us to kick you. vehicle, get away, and add time. Wait, did you like somehow completely deleted his ward? That is amazing.
All right, I'll take it.
Watch out for the fire. That was so far away from the what the?
You did? No.
The lone fire orb. Only 197 overkill too.
Oh, that's rough. Well, chances of this happening are basically zero.
You got this. Just keep staying behind him. Try to bait him out of the center if you can. Fire cone, fire cone. Nice pizza dodge. Normally I try to dodge towards pizza in real life, but on Uber Abbey, I don't want pizza.
Go attack bear, not me.
Yeah, swap your bear to offense mode.
Yep, I think I hit 2 by mistake because I've been playing another game where 2 is also potion. There it is.
Watch out for the cone.
Oh, I had so many potions I should just spam more.
Oh. We're getting there.
It. Didn't even see how low we got that one. Didn't even get to the second Harbinger. Not even close. Did we finish all of the Queen Bee, Quick Move, Fire Cascade? Oh, we got one. We have one more teaser.
Oh yeah, the Woven Echo stat.
Okay, before we start this one,
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna sit
During
here.
that last one, I accidentally moved my mouse off screen, and I paused the stream, and I was like trying to watch it. I'm like, why isn't he moving?
Okay, here we go. So this is a new layout for the Woven Echoes. So you can, I mean, you can introduce this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we've gotten a lot of feedback about players struggling to find the specific Woven Echoes that they want to run. And so we've kind of regrouped them. Before we used to have icons on them based on the type, but now we've grouped them based on the content type, because you're more likely to be wanting to go, I want to go do bosses, I want to go craft something, I want to go empower my Woven Echoes. And the ones that we have highlighted here are like specific notable ones that we've kind of put in areas based on players wanting to do them a lot, or just kind of based on them being related, so that they're easy to find within those groups. So like the light blue ones, you'll notice that's Lostwood Folly and False Tempo. That's a very popular XP farm strat, so make sure those are in the corner so you can get them. The red one is the Nemesis Tower. People are going to place a lot of those, so keep those near the Woven Echo, the web where you're going to be placing a bunch. Orange is all the ones that give class-specific items, so if you're looking for that, those will just be nice along the top. And then all of the corruption pushing and Forgotten Knights related ones are all grouped along the bottom of bosses, and the 2 ones in purple are the new Woven Echoes from Season 4. So if you basically all of the ones that people most commonly run, we've kind of tried to put near the edges, so you don't need to look through and find them. And then group them by the type. So encounters are just miscellaneous objectives. Bosses, you just fight a boss. Crafting, the primary reward is a crafting mechanic. And auras are the ones that display a range indicator when you're placing them, and they affect other nearby Woven Echoes.
All right, just hammer out a couple questions here because we're basically at the end of the stream. Want to get these in. Hey, Mike, since last Epoch isn't a competitive game, have you guys ever considered adding rotating weekly events to encourage players to improve their builds? For example, one week could be boost ring drops, another week boosts or even boots or even increased chance for certain crafting outcomes. Something to make chasing rare items like 2LP Red Ring feel a bit more dynamic. Is that something you've thought about? Yes, we've actually done this before, and I think still do this, question mark, with dungeons. So yes. I know people have wanted this for quite a while. If you want to see more in-depth versions of that, suggest channel, drop it in there. I know people have wanted this for a while. So here goes. Are you going to improve search in stash so we can find, etc., a specific affix? Justin.
Well, we are adding more macros for the item types, and some performance improvements for regex. For finding a specific affix, I'm not sure if we're necessarily going to do that through item search macros, but we are thinking of different ways to make it easier to search for it. Right now, the best way would be to combine it. You could do like T7 and then do 2 slashes and type kind of the name of the affix, or you could kind of do it based on the value of it. But it would be tricky to make it work for literally every action of the game, because there's like 1,000 affixes or something. There's a lot of affixes. So I think finding specific affixes would probably be better done through like some like UI form, where kind of like the loot filter, where you're getting to pick and search and filter and say, I want to find this particular affix. So I think we would probably approach that from more of like a UI filtering kind of way than just like hacker modes typing macros. But the macros were just like kind of like our first way at making it so that for like power users and stuff, you can get through there quickly. And we definitely are looking at ways to make it so that the macros are easier to build, and maybe built through UI as well. And so you don't have to type them and just like know what they are. I mean, they are in the game guide, and but you know, that's a different screen. So we'd like to make it so that you can kind of just from the stash find the things you're looking for. So it is something that we're looking at, but fully searching for all specific affixes probably a bit of ways away, but it's on our radar.
Last question here on the stream, and then we'll do our last attempt. When woven echo search bar? Question mark.
Maybe at some point. Let's see how the grouping works. If we're still getting feedback after this that, hey, I can't find them, I want to find the specific one, you know, I think a search bar is a pretty obvious next step. But
all right, let's do this.
Go on, Uber Abberoth.
Time to lock in now or never.
Add time.
Oh, it got hardly.
Dodge the cone. Oh, that cone is so wide.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna run through puddles. It's fine.
Yep, let's bait him down here. That's okay. As long as the puddle's down here, we're good. Get behind him. I'm really wanting to customize mouse cursor right now.
Yeah, right.
Bunch of pizza. Just gonna do fire cone. And slam. No, he's transitioning. Let's go to the next. Slam. There's the cone. Just leave all the puddles here. That's fine. Slam. That glaive. Oh. He's doing bad things. Don't be near him. Alright, Harbinger top right. And dodge the res shred cone. Just don't stay where you are. Rotate around. There's the shred.
Bah!
There's the orbs.
You can do it!
I can't see him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Brand. Yeah, slam the edge of the room. Yeah, shoot those out the arena. Dodge that.
Got a peek at your Rift Beast there for a second. You can do it!
Alright, now we gotta bait these well. Dodge up.
I'm learning all the things we need to add to spectator mode here.
Dodge down.
Oh!
No! That beam got me again. Oh, you're so close. We're so close.
You want to try one more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one more. He's gonna do one more. Okay. Come on, we can do it. I can survive past phase 2.
Oh, I'm jumping on that one. It's alright. Let's go slam. Might do another ability. Yep, pizza. And then now
Going on, the whole phase is out of whack.
64, yeah, it's alright. Add, and then we'll rotate down. Cone, fire cone. It's dead.
Actually rotated properly
Lost.
instead of getting stuck on that one.
Beat him down here, yep. He's gonna do something bad. He's doing the cone. Slam. Another slam. It's transitioning, nice. Fire cone down bottom, perfect, perfect. We can just DPS from here.
I think I ran away too early.
Yeah, we gotta get him down to like, beat this ward break point first. He's doing, oh, there's the glaive.
Where's he? Oh! 40 overkill.
Can I stand on you to res you like a companion?
Yeah, right?
Alright, Harbinger up, cool, I'll be able to actually see him. And there's the cone. Don't want to be anywhere near that cone.
Yeah, Mike going for a Sunday stroll. I was like, you know, I just jumped the gun on the rotate, okay?
Oh, cone, get me at that.
Nice teleport.
Slam. Yeah, do some pizza. Let me hit you. High dem, cone. Ooh, that was a tricky rotate. Clear those well, but we'll have to deal with it. Alright, last phase. Beat the cone down. Up. Nice and close. Dodge down. Back to the center. He's gonna do the slam.
You do it.
And we stun him. Get out of the slam.
Oh.
I dodged too far! No!
Okay. Well,
We got to last phase. We made good prog.
it looks like I think we're I think we're not gonna make it. Do you do one more?
I'm down to go all day until we kill this boss, but I don't know if you have stuff you're gonna do.
I at some point, yeah. I got work to do.
You know, we're getting so close. I mean, like when I reprogged this a couple days ago, like it did take me a couple hours to kill him, but we're so close. Stunning at the correct time this time. And then we got cold circles. Watch the slam. Heck yeah, good bear hit. Alright, now we got Harbinger, and then get away from the fire. Fire cone coming, get out of there. Bottom is nice. Ad is dead. Where is he? He's coming down to us. Here's a slam. He's doing a cone. Yeah, bear, go to town. Let's do a slam.
Oh, I tried to use a position that did it bad.
It's alright. He's transitioning. Alright, he's doing a slam. He's calling pizza.
Oh no!
Oh, it was entirely against the wall. He was so close to the edge.
I don't know how I survived it.
You got this, you got this. Your bear's going to town.
Go bear, go! You can do it. I need to get some more potions out of this guy.
Right, he's got the Void Glaive around pizza. Void Glaive's coming back, just be careful of that. He's slamming. Nice, good dodge on the line. Your bear's in the line, get the bear out. Your bear's so tanky, oh man. Pizza. And the cold orb's coming everywhere. Getting close to the transition, just gotta get rid of that ward.
No! Oh,
Oh no!
what did I do? I put my cursor onto the other screen and like pulled the. I don't know what I did. Mike lacks the damage. You're right in chat because I panic and I stop using my offensive abilities while I'm trying to dodge.
Yeah, but it's his bear that does the damage.
Yeah, but I like stop using Warcry and Maelstrom, which is like what makes my bear do the damage.
We're getting there. We just gotta keep the fight to the edge and not get a super unlucky pizza. It's just, we both love pizza so much, so
Yeah.
like, can you really blame us for eating all that pizza? I love pizza.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to preview it. Oh shit.
It's fine. We need to jump back. We're gonna get the cold. Slam in the center and add time. Nice. Yeah, well, we can get him below 70% for this transition with no ward. It helps so much. All right, add. Watch out for fire cone. And then bring him back down to this bottom center. There he is. He's doing something bad. Cold cone. Slamming. He's doing something. Pizza.
Oh. It's only 148 overkill from a pizza hit.
Oh, that's so much fire! How am I alive? How am I alive?
I saw it coming and I popped a potion to and Bear Cry to like preempt the defensive buff, but it just wasn't enough. I wonder if I can fix my gear at all.
Where's touch that. Back in. Oh my god, the center is so covered in puddles. And let's fix that. Yes, got rid of those.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting, like, because we're phasing him so fast in the first phase, he's, like, running through the center, and we're getting tons of puddles in the middle, which is kind of gnarly.
I'm trying to clear them with the red puddle.
Well, ideally, we just don't spend any time in the center, so that we never have to worry about clearing them, and just throw the fire thing wherever. Like, if you
Okay.
can clear it, cool, but, like, I would not risk yourself for clearing. Unless they're actually in the center. Done. Frost orbs. And we got the phase. Nice health percent. And Harbinger cone, fire cone. Oh my god, that fire cone is so weird position.
Yep. I was just following the tunnel of
He's coming down to slam. Man, that Harbinger lasted forever. Alright, back on the boss. Dodge a slam. He's doing yep, he's dropping the fire thing, and then probably a cone. Oh, slam first? He's gotta do a cone. Where's your cone? You love doing cones. There's the cones. At least we
My
died
bear
together.
died, and I took a second to resummon him, and he just punched me in the face.
That void line is the scariest thing ever. Oh man.
Okay, at some point we gotta stop this.
Yeah, when he dies. This isn't a WoW raid. We don't have a predefined ending time, except that we totally do. It's done. Cold circles. And down. Oh, heck yeah, 65%. That's awesome. Harbinger time. Let's bait it a little bit up. He's going to do the fire cone, and let's leave. Dude, what is that fire cone?
No idea how none of those hit me.
Alright, back down center. He's slamming. He's doing a cone. Pizza. Woo! He's doing a cone, fire cone.
Mike needs to learn how to dodge.
Transition. What's he doing? Cold cone, no!
Yeah, I just walked right into the fire. Yep.
Only 200 overkill.
Okay.
33% cold res is fine, right?
Last one. Actual last one. We'll try. Win or lose, this is the last try. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Alrighty. I'm calling win. Cold bait, slams, and Harbinger time. Let's try to stay like up high so that he actually does like the fire cone. He's not doing the fire cone yet. Now we get out of there. There we go. Imagine keeping the boss on screen. That helps. Alright, he's gonna come back down to us. Let's kind of chill on the left bottom. Bring him down here.
I'm coming. Trying to.
He's doing something up. Heck, I can just hit him from behind right now. Like, we can drop on the left edge too if that's where he wants to be. Cones. Pizza, pizza. Slam. We got transition. And fire cone, get behind him. Left side. Behind him. Alright, let's do something else. That's the glaive. And the cold cone's getting out of here. I'm going on a walk. No!
Oh no, you're down. No.
Alright, pizza, pizza, pizza. You got this, you got this. Just stay on that void line. Stay on the void line! No!
I didn't even see it. It's under all the other void circles. Okay. That's it. We tried. Right. We came close.
We put up a good fight. It'll be the victory will be all the sweeter when you come back and kill Uber Abbey in season 4.
Yeah.
And you'll have a convenient stepping stone along your way this time.
Yes, a proper partial way. We still got a challenge ahead of us for the future. One day we will finish it.
That last question before we sign off?
Sure. What build are you starting for season 4 next week? Community poll? No, I am playing Shadowrend bow build because I have not played a bow character in too long, and I love them so much, and I'm so excited to play Shadowrend. I'm playing that. I might switch it up partway through the season. We'll see, and I might take a poll for that. But yeah, that's what I'm playing. How about you?
Be something cool, whatever's the coolest looking bee build that somebody theory crafts until somebody makes something that looks cooler and changes my mind last minute.
Nice. Perfect. Well, Justin, thank you very much for coming to the stream. Pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you to everyone else for asking great questions. If we did not answer your question, I apologize. It was not intentional. Please head on over to our Discord, to the Acid Devs channel, and I can try and follow up with it there later today. I know I played Heartseeker, but that was a while ago, wasn't it? Feels like it was a long time ago. Anyways, we'll be back. Usually we don't stream on patch week. So patch next Thursday. I don't know if we'll be streaming on Friday or not, because usually we like to just leave it open for people who are streaming.
Support your favorite streamer.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll probably be back the week after that, with lots of cool stuff to talk about. And we'll be, in that stream we'll probably talk about mostly about like upcoming patches, hotfix, stuff like that we're working on. Anything else you want to say?
See you in Terra on season 4.
Yeah, all right. See you later, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.